All right, going live. So, welcome to you, as I like to say, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are from. I am Teacher Vern. Welcome to English Tutor class. In today's class, I teach you how to sound like an American native speaker using syllables and intonation. If your English sounds so much different than this group over here, chances are you weren't taught syllables. The natives intonate on the syllables, and that's how to sound like a native. It's not that difficult, but you have to put the time in. You have to work, you have to practice syllable sounds, and you have to allow yourself to learn how to intonate. And it takes a while to build up your syllable memory, but there are tips and tricks of how to do it, and I teach that in every single live stream class. That's my main focus. Now, I do this on 5 different days teaching different topics so you don't get too bored, hopefully. And I recommend going to the other live streams, and even if you're not into that topic, getting the vocabulary words for the syllable sounds, super important. Not many teachers teach this, and it will greatly improve your English, I promise you. So, if you study what I'm teaching, you could give a TED Talk, a beautiful TED Talk. I promise you that, okay? All right, so let's start with language barriers. We're just going to have some basic, simple dialogues, nothing too complicated. Language barriers. Make it a nice A here. Language barriers. Let's see if I spell it right here. Barriers, yeah. Okay. Language, lang, lang, language. All right, we're going to put it here, syllable. Language barriers. Split it at the double consonant R. Barriers. 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 3 syllables. Make sure each one is strong. Barriers. Barriers. Language barriers. What are some language barriers? Okay. Person A could say, do you speak English? Do you speak English? And person B could reply, only a little. Only a little. And person A could say, what time does the bus come? Does the bus come here? And person A could say, the next bus is in 10 minutes. Uh, the next bus, let's just say the next bus is delayed. They're not sure. Let's change it. The next bus is delayed. Uh, should be any time. Should be any time. Any time now. Oh, good to know. Oh, good to know. Good to know. Thanks. Okay. Do you speak English? So English, 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 English. We're going to put it here. Then we're going to double the G. English, English. Do you speak English? Only a little. Now, often with a double, I need it bigger here. Little. All right, now I can split it. Only a little. Only a little. Only a little. See, if we find the syllables, we need to say them clearly apart from one another. Only a little. Only a little. Only a little. Then you build up the rhythm, okay? Take your time doing this. It's a process. If you rush it, it's no good. What time does the bus come here? The next, we need a T. How many saw that? How many were waiting for me to make this right? I'm sure there were some of you that are like, uh oh, uh oh, uh oh. Trouble in paradise. We fixed it though. Yeah, I get that myself. I'm watching the video going, oh, I missed this. Oh, I missed this. Oh, finally you fixed it. Whew, good. The next bus is delayed. Delayed. Should be any time now. Oh, good to know. Thanks. All right, now let's bring it to life. Do you speak English? Question. Only a little. What time does the bus come here? The next bus is delayed. Should be any time now. Oh, good to know. Thanks. Good to know. Now, good to know. If you speak it too fast, it could sound like a linking sound. Often they try to teach these linking sounds, but they don't really understand what linking sounds are. So it's always good to have a little space in between your words. Good to know. And now you can use these to connect different parts together with more skill. Oh, good to know. Thanks. So you can rush saying this, good to know, if the person is an advanced speaker and they can understand you. But if you say it too fast to somebody that doesn't really get syllables yet, it's going to be a problem. They're not going to hear fast English. If you want to learn fast English, you have to study syllable sounds because this is what the natives use to speak quickly. Do you speak English? Only a little. Those are syllable sounds. Train to hear them, practice them, keep them strong, intonate them. Okay? All right, let's clear the board. Welcome to those that are here. And as I always say, boot the like button if you would please. Like and subscribe as it helps other students to find these classes. What a really important thing that is. And I will be forever grateful. Well, I need to keep that up there. We're still on language barriers. All right, barriers. And super important. So if you could do that for me, that would be great. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Okay. Could you speak slowly? A is having a hard time understanding. So they ask, could you speak slowly? Please. Okay. And B can reply, oh, I can. Thank you for telling me. Sure. All right, very simple. Doesn't have to be complicated. Could you speak slowly, please? Oh, I can. Thank you for telling me. Sure. Could you speak slowly, please? Could you speak slowly, please? Oh, I can. Thank you for telling me. Sure. All right. So you don't have to have very complicated English to make it usable. It can be very simple. Some of the most simple sentences are the most profound. I think, therefore I must be. I think, therefore I must be. Think about that. Simple English, right? Very simple. It's about as simple as it gets, but it's how you use it that makes it amazing. It's what you do with it, how you bring it to life, how you connect it to your audience. That's the magic. All right. So where are we? Language barriers. All right. A asks, can you write it down for me? So maybe they're lost and they need directions. Can you write it down for me? Sure. If you have a pen and paper. And A could say, okay, let me look for that. Let me look. Let me look for that. Okay. Okay. Can you write it down for me? Sure. If you have a pen and paper. Paper. Let's separate our syllables. Okay. Let me look for that. Okay. Very simple. The best English is the English that is understood completely. Okay? You don't have to use big words. You don't have to say a lot of words, but use something that is easy to understand, especially if you're traveling or if you're learning a language. Keep it simple. Can you write it down for me? Sure, if you have a pen and paper. Okay, let me look for that. Okay, all right, let's clear the board. Let's pick a different topic. And let's see what we have. We did language barriers. What do we have next? Let's have a look. Let's see what we're at. Now we're at, let's do weather. That's always an easy one. So weather. That's a strange word, right? If you think about it, weather. You push into the TH sound twice, I believe. This is your homework for this class today. Find out where the syllable separation is in weather. Is it weather? Weather? It sounds a little off, but maybe. Or is it here? And then we say the TH sound doubled 2 times. Hear me saying it? Weather. I push into the second syllable sound. Weather. It's 2 different sounds. We have to keep it strong. All right, let's learn dialogue about the weather. And A could ask and say, what's the weather? What's the weather forecast? What's the weather forecast for tomorrow? Okay. And B could reply, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but it might rain. Okay, and A could say, should I carry an umbrella? An umbrella. Should I carry an umbrella? And B could reply and say, might be a good idea. All right. Okay. Simple, basic. Let's work through it. What's the weather? I'm going to say it's here. Weather, double the TH sound. Weather for Forecast. 2 words. Say each one completely. Forecast. For tomorrow. 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 Double letter. It's easy to find the syllable cut there. Tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but it might rain. Should I carry? Oh, I gotta make it a little nicer here. Should I carry an umbrella? Umbrella. Might be a good idea. All right, let's intonate. Let's bring it to life. All English conversation that sounds natural has intonation. All right, let's intonate the syllable sounds. These are the syllable sounds. What's the weather forecast for tomorrow? That's a strong syllable, but we can't speak like that. Otherwise, it sounds like a robot. What's the weather forecast for tomorrow? What's the weather forecast for tomorrow? That sounds weird, right? So we bring intonation. Now, I like to bounce a word with intonation. Bounce a syllable sound word. What's the weather forecast for tomorrow? What's the weather forecast for tomorrow? I'm not sure, but it might rain. Should I carry an umbrella? Might be a good idea. All right, let's go through it again. What's the weather forecast for tomorrow? I'm not sure, but it might rain. Should I carry an umbrella? Might be a good idea. All right. So, do you carry an umbrella whenever you go out? Is that something that is in your bag? And they have such small umbrellas now. You can bring them just about anywhere. So, yeah, I have a few umbrellas that fold up very small. That's kind of nice to have, especially if I'm traveling. All right. So, we're on weather. Let's see. All right. So let's ask our question. How hot? Let's just say how hot or cold. This slash can mean and or. And or. How hot or cold does it get here? All right, you're in a new place and you want to know what's the weather like? And B could reply and say, it is hot in the summer and cold in the winter. Now, this is exactly what it was like where I grew up. I grew up in Minnesota State. And yeah, it was really hot in the summer. And it was so cold in the winter. I don't miss those temperature changes. I miss the season changes, but not those extreme temperatures. How hot or cold does it get here? It gets, I missed it. Did you notice that? It gets hot in the summer. Yeah, hopefully you caught that. I messed that up, but we fixed it here. All right. It gets, let me make this a little bit more easy to read. G-E. Let's just do this. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum. Bear with me here. It gets hot in the summer. Find our syllable break. Summer. And cold in the winter. Those are the breaks. How hot or cold does it get here? It gets hot in the summer and cold in the winter. And A could reply and say, I'm not sure I like that. I'm not sure I like that. Yeah, how about you? And B could reply and say, Not everyone does. Yeah, not everybody likes those big changes in weather. All right, let's find our syllables. I'm not sure I like that. Not everyone. Where are the syllables in everyone? Can you find them? Ever, ever, every, everyone. All right, everyone. So double the V and double the R sound. Everyone. Everyone does. Not everyone does. How hot or cold does it get here? It gets hot in the summer and cold in the winter. I'm not sure I like that. Not everyone does. All right, let's clear the board. We're done with weather. Let's pick another topic here. So, how about you? What's your favorite weather? Do you like it in the fall, the spring, the summer? What's your favorite month? I kind of like the fall, where it's just starting to get cooler and I can wear some warm clothes, kind of regulate my body. And the leaves are changing, and it's great to go down to the river, and yeah, that's always a good time. All right. So let's change and dining out. Let's go to dining out. Let's start that one. Dining out. So what does it mean to dine out? So dining, dining, dining out. Dining out means you're going out to eat. You're not eating at home. You're eating outside your house. Dining out. Just that simple. So A asks, can I see the menu, please? And B replies, it is on the wall behind you. Sometimes they don't have menus that you can put in your hand. Oftentimes they're on a wall. Can I see the menu, please? It is on the wall behind you. And A can reply, oh, I must have missed it. I must have missed it. I see it now. I see it now, thanks. Okay. And B could reply and say, not a big deal. And so they're just saying, yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, not a problem. Can I see the menu, please? It is on the wall behind you. Oh, I must have missed it. I see it now. Thanks. Not a big deal. Just kind of their way of saying, okay, whatever. Not everybody is going to reply in a way that you expect, okay? And so you have to be flexible. You have to be ready for just about anything. English is a language of full expression, and you can say a sentence and reply a million different ways. There's no one expected reply or answer. There are some that are normal and that could be spoken, but like this one here, not a big deal. Uh, you might not hear that often, but if you did, what does it mean? It's not a big deal. It means it's no problem. Okay? All right. So, do we have time? We have time for perhaps one more. So, let's get into it. And then that'll be it for this class. So, this class, if you don't know, it repeats every Wednesday And it's from 6 until 6:20, and then I start the class again from 6:30 until 7 Beijing time. All right. So hopefully you can check it out. And if not, go ahead and watch. I think we have 18 or 19 uh, days that I've live streamed this class with 2 live streams each day. So yeah, there's a lot of live streams for daily conversation. All right. So dining out. Is this dish spicy? Is this dish spicy? So whatever they're wanting to eat, maybe it's a bowl of something, maybe it's a plate of something, they call it a dish. Is this dish spicy? And then the person says, that depends. That depends if you like spicy or not. A could reply, I like spicy just a little bit. Spicy foods, just a little. All right. Is this dish spicy? Spicy. All right, that looks like a K there. I got a spicy. That depends if you like spicy or not. I like spicy. I like spicy food just a little. B can reply and say, sorry, this dish is not for you. As it is very spicy. So it was nice that they told us that this dish would not make us happy. Why? They gave us the answer. It's very spicy. Ooh, it'll be very hot. All right. Sorry, this dish is not for you as it is very spicy. Oh, I got to make room here. All right. Let's intonate. This is our last one for today. Where does the time go? It goes so fast. Before you know it, it's gone. Is this dish spicy? That depends if you like spicy or not. I like spicy food just a little. Sorry, this dish is not for you as it is very spicy. One more time. Is this dish spicy? That depends if you like spicy or not. I like spicy food just a little. Sorry, this dish is not for you as it is very spicy. All right, you guys, it's time to go. And I am Teacher Vern, and thank you for coming to this live stream. And if you haven't already, go and watch part 1 as this is a 2-part live stream. This is part 2. And if you haven't known already, I live stream Tuesday through Saturday. Tuesday's topic is travel English. Wednesday, today, daily conversation. Thursday is English for buying or shopping. Friday, we've been doing idioms, which are funny sayings that say one thing but mean another. And Saturday is serious business English for those that need to have very good English. All right, so it's time to go. Where does the time go? I don't know, but it goes so fast. So I'll see you next time. And as I like to say, be there or be square. Gotta go.